Hey all, it's Nim or Nimicry if you're feeling professional, and welcome to the YouTube video. Now today we're going to be going over everybody's favorite, the life of the party, the face of the party, the musician, the talented, the seduction expert, the bard. Spoony or not, this is an important class in Final Fantasy. But before we get into it, if you like what I do on this channel, or you like me personally, go on and click subscribe. I would consider it a personal favor, and it would help out the channel greatly. In addition, right now on screen, you should see a list of patrons. These wonderful people have faith in me, so thank you for that. But without further ado, let's talk about the Bard. The Bard. Unlike Edward in Final Fantasy IV, people in Final Fantasy XIV actually want to have a Bard in their party. In fact, two very good friends of mine, Evie and Words, main bards. So this video will be germane to them and anyone else who's thinking about making a Bard. So even more so than our two mages, Bard won't play much differently. The job does get some minor potency and timer adjustments, and a new party-wide damage buff and AoE weapon skills at later levels. So, good for people who like the status quo. Sorry if you were expecting a big rework. Not all classes will get it. Maybe next expansion. First off, ranging strikes gets a cooldown timer reduction to 60 seconds. When granted, Great Shot Ready, it will be available for 30 seconds instead of 10, which is a pretty big buff. What's more notable is that Bard's songs, Mage's Ballad, Army's Paean, and Wanderer's Minuet now last a total of 45 seconds each, up from 30 seconds. Since the songs are all still on an 80-second cooldown timer, I'm not sure how this will affect the current optimal Bard rotation, if at all. More songs are a new feature in a bit. So as you approach the new level cap, you get Layden's Bite, which is an evolution of Quick Knock at level 82. Bloodletter and Reign of Death both become 2 charge actions at level 84. The big new weapon skill Bard gets is called Blast Arrow, a powerful line-style AoE attack granted after executing Apex Arrow with the Soul Voice gauge at 80 or higher at level 86. At level 88, Troubadour's cooldown is reduced to 90 seconds. And of course, once the Bard hits level 90, songs feature an extra mechanic called Minstrel's Coda. Playing each song will grant a corresponding coda. Mage's Ballad grants Mage's Coda, Army's Paean grants Army's Coda, and Wanderer's Minuet grants Wanderer's Coda. Depending on the number of coda accumulated, the new ability, Radiant Finale, which is that's a wonderful name for a finishing, flourishing move. Radiant Finale will grant a party-wide damage buff. 1 coda gives a 2% boost, 2 coda gives a 4% boost, and all 3 coda give a 5% buff. That's interesting. I wish it would have gone to 6 just for things, but I guess that balancing and tuning problems, you don't want to do that, but still. That would have been really cool. So now we move on to new Bard actions and traits. Of course, we have Layden's Bite, which delivers an attack with a potency of 110 to all enemies in a cone before you, and has a 30% chance the recast timer for Bloodletter and Reign of Death will be reset. That's not bad. Blast Arrow delivers an attack to all enemies in a straight line before you with a potency of 500 for the first enemy and 60% less for all remaining enemies. Can only be executed while under the effect of Blast Arrow, and it cannot be assigned to a hotbar. We then have Quick Knock Mastery, which upgrades Quick Knock to Layden's Bite. Enhanced Bloodletter allows the accumulation of charges for consecutive uses of Bloodletter and Reign of Death, the maximum 2 charges, and you get that at level 84. The Enhanced Apex Arrow grants Blast Arrow ready upon executing Apex Arrow after the Soul Voice gauge has reached 80 or higher, and the duration is, of course, 30 seconds. We have Enhanced Troubadour, reduces the Troubadour recast time to 90 seconds. And Minstrel's Coda grants Mage's Coda, Army's Coda, or Wanderer's Coda upon singing Mage's Ballad, Army's Paean, or Wanderer's Minuet, respectively. And then, of course, we have the Radiant Finale. Increases damage dealt by self and all nearby party members. Duration is 15 seconds. The effectiveness is determined by the number of different coda active in the song gauge. 1 coda is 2%, 2 coda is 4%, and 3 coda is 5%. It can only be executed, though, when at least 1 coda is active, so you don't have to worry about a misclick there. So it seems like the Bard is actually in not a bad place for those who are interested in playing the Bard. So here's the question. Are you guys going to be shooting arrows and singing songs about it? Or are you going to play a different DPS class, maybe a healer or even a tank? If you're interested in learning about healing and tanking changes, we do have all of the healing jobs videos done and all of the tanking job videos done. We're currently working on range DPS, and we'll finish up with melee DPS. That being said, if you guys like this video, why don't you click subscribe and hit that notification bell? I would consider it a personal favor and it would help out the channel immensely. Additionally, you can talk to me on greater length down below in the comments or in the Discord, which the link is in the description. You can also follow me on Twitter at Nimicry. And I stream on Twitch Friday, Saturday, and Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm usually playing Final Fantasy XIV, so you can find me in-game. I am on the Aether Data Center in the Siren server. If you made it this far, thank you for watching the video. It was a pleasure to make, and I hope to see you in the next one. May the mount that you're farming drop on the first kill. Bye.